What's up, YouTube fragrance family? Tommy with Studio Sense here. Welcome to another day and another video. So in today's video, I've got a small cheapie haul that I want you guys to take a closer look at. I've got that and more coming up, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. If you're on the lookout for some cheap summer fragrances, you're in luck. There are 5, well, technically 4, but I'll go ahead and throw the one that's got some amber in it as a 5th one, because we'll say cooler summer nights, you can wear the amber-oriented fragrance. These are the 5 fragrances that we're going to take a closer look at. If you can see it in the light there. These are empty, so I'm going to throw those over there. I do have the bottles right here. The first one we're going to take a look at is Guess Effect, which is a really unusual looking fragrance. Guess Effect's target audience is somewhere between the ages of 20 to 35, kind of a mid-range. So it's not necessarily a mature fragrance, and it's definitely not a clubbing fragrance. It's one of those daily splash-on, citrus musky kind of fragrances. So it's kind of cool. It's a combination of plastic and glass, like most cheap fragrances. Glass on the inside, plastic on the outside. In fact, it kind of reminds me of the Axe 15 mil size that you could buy that fits in your shirt pocket. Looks like that. The atomizer nozzle is red, very easily visible, and black, rounded on the top, and you depress this and that's how it comes out. It sprays a burst, very wide and very fine mist. Is a very pleasant fragrance. You talk about something right out of the shower, semi-shower gel, soapy clean, fresh, citrusy with a little bit of musky background. That's what this is. And it's very pleasant to spray on the go. You can even take it with you because the size is very convenient. But what are the notes in Guess Effect? Guess Effect features top notes of grapefruit, mandarin orange, pineapple, and star anise. The heart notes are rosemary, sage, and violet leaf, with base notes of ambroxan, guaiac wood, musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. Very fruity, open with a spicy introduction. So you've got pineapple, grapefruit, mandarin, a little bit of star anise, which is like that kind of licorice-like spice, and it goes straight to a clary sage, rosemary, like a very spicy mid, into a base that is just pretty much a modern ambroxan, sandalwood, musk, patchouli. A very modern smelling, fresh, clean cheapie. You can get this for this price. It's really inexpensive. This is a 100 ml bottle, although it looks like it's smaller. A fantastic, fresh, out of the shower, daily signature scent, citrus summertime cheapie gem. The next cheapie gem that I ran into surprised me how good it is. Might not be a surprise to you. It's been around for a little while, but it is Moschino Forever. Moschino Forever. Moschino is an Italian designer known for some really good fragrances. Moschino Forever is one of those kind of seductive, musky, masculine fragrances that was originally set up as a flagship fragrance for the designer, and it stands the test of time. It's one of those that somehow I missed when it was originally released and just now getting my hands on, and I really like it. It's like an early 90s fragrance, but it smells timeless. It's classic, and it does feature, similar to Guess Effect, plenty of fruits and plenty of different spicy notes that give it such character. For example, in the open, it features kumquat, star anise, and bergamot, with heart notes of tonka bean, clary sage, and black pepper, resting on a base of sandalwood, musk, and vetiver. So that trio of a base, sandalwood, musk, and vetiver, wraps its warm, creamy, milky, sultry, soft hands around this little bit of fruit in the top, but again, similar to Guess Effect, introduction of spice going straight into the mid of spicy. So that seems to be a common theme in all of these fragrances today, is a little bit of fruit on top, spice in the middle, and then this warm kind of woodsy base, you know, either grassy, elegant green or woody, rich, textured base or ambroxan. Now, this fragrance isn't one of the Acqua Colonia Intense, but it is a limited edition. It's one of the limited tea editions. It's Acqua Colonia Matcha Frangipani. Matcha being a tea, Frangipani being a floral. So what you can expect in this fragrance, Of course, I'm not going to go into the notes because primarily what you're getting are these two key kind of signature scents straight out of the atomizer. This is a super citrusy, tea-oriented fragrance. It's a fantastic summertime freshet of citrus and floral and tea notes. You get that really strong tea note in the open, but it pulls back a little bit. It does that seesaw with the floral and tea combination. Is a great inexpensive spray on. Again, most of these fragrances are perfect for high heat. If you run into high heat situations or just being out in the sun, or a quick spray on before you go run errands or do whatever it is that you want to do. The next two fragrances belong to the same designer and was quite the surprise to me. I'm not a big fan of Pinot Silvestre. I think it's a great pine-oriented, woody, kind of musky, heavy fragrance, but it's not something that I typically wear. So I was quite surprised when I picked two of them up, and they were very, very pleasant. I actually do wear these. The first one is Italian Citrus. Now, they're a little bit different. They still have that pine cone shape, but these, instead of the atomizer being built into the plastic top, is actually a lid, and you have this nice push-button atomizer and a nice, like, very well put together plastic base here. And I'm gonna waste a spray to show you. It sprays very nice. You can almost like meter how much you want to come out. So very high quality atomizer. Now, one thing I love about these, not just how they're put together for guys, let me just tell you, super inexpensive, very cheap. Of course, it has that whole Pinot Silvestre DNA in it, which is that pine, wood, heavy herbal, herbaceous, woodsy base. That is definitely a part of the makeup, but it's a lighter side of that, being Italian citrus. So the focus here is a woodsy, piney, herbaceous, citrus-oriented fragrance. And if anything about that sounds good to you, you really will enjoy this. Italian citrus features notes of lemon, lavender, pine, red thyme, apple, patchouli, clary sage, oak moss, fir balsam, and musk. Focuses on that citrus, and it's primarily coming from the lemon-apple combination. Pinot Silvestre did themselves a solid with this particular fragrance, and not just this one, but another one that you can pair with it, and that's the one that I said that you can wear on the cooler nights of summer because it's not necessarily a summertime only fragrance, and that is Amber Woods, appropriately red. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it doesn't necessarily have amber in it, but that's okay. Amber is a category that can often mean the fusion of notes to create an amber-like fragrance. It's all on the very back of the box. It has a listing of notes. Natural essential oils, it says, that are used to create the fragrance. Features notes of lemon, thyme, nutmeg, lavender, black pepper, saffron, cypriol, patchouli, and sandalwood. Notice that you didn't hear any amber, amberwood, ambroxan, anything like that. So again, they're using these notes, primarily those oils that are darker and a little bit scratchier, you know, like have the resin or resinous base. I'm going to show you how it sprays again because these atomizers are amazingly good for what you're paying for. I mean, I'm not even kidding, less than 20 bucks. It's amazing how inexpensive these are, yet how good they smell. And yet there is that fir balsam, piney, herbaceous, Pinot Silvestre component in each of them. That's their starting point because they have that DNA. So if you don't like Pinot Silvestre, you probably won't like Amber Woods or Italian Citrus, but give them a try anyway. You know, you might be surprised. Well, guys, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Got some really solid fragrances in this super cheap haul, and really there for all occasions. Pretty much covers all your needs for those cold weather days or cooler summer nights. You've got Amber Woods, got some nice warm and resinous facets to it. You've got Italian Citrus with some citrus herbaceousness there. And of course, for a lighter citrus scent fresh out of the shower, you've got 4711's Acqua, Colonia, Matcha, and Frangipani. Then of course, for your daily wear signature scent needs, you've got Guess Effect and Moschino Forever. If I had to pick a favorite out of these two, it would probably be Moschino Forever. Slightly better in quality and overall tonal quality than Guess Effect, but they're both very solid and both very well worth the small amount of money that you're going to pay for them. If any of you out there already own any of these fragrances or have tried them out, let me know what your experience with them is like. I like to hear details of that in the comments below, or if there's something you don't like about them when you tried them out, let us know that as well. I like to hear both sides of the coin, the good and the bad, the pros and the cons always. But for me and my part, I really enjoy them, and I think you might too. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's fragrance haul video. As always, thank you so much for your continued support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.